Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say.
We're in the studio this morning with the folks from King and I. It's Terry and Chris, and we're joined by Kaylin, Q-Lim, and Stephanie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cave in.
Cave in.
Cave
yes,
in.
like a cave in. Like don't. Oh
But
my
how
gosh,
do you
it's
spell
Cave-in.
that?
It's Kavin. It's Kevin with an A.
Kevin
There
with
you
an A.
go.
A. Welcome to Omaha.
Thank you.
It's great to be here.
So the King and I is in town. Terry, you've seen it many times.
Many times. This is a classic Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. I mean, the songs go on Shall We Dance, Whistle a Happy Tune, Getting to Know You. We're all familiar with the songs. Even if you've never seen it, they are classic songs that you're never going to forget. Now, you two, Kavin and Q-Lim, get to sing one of my favorites, I Have Dreamed,
Yes.
which is such a beautiful song.
Really
and
is.
There's really two love stories in A King and I. You know, there's Anne and the King, and then there's both of your characters, Tum Tim, and I hope I say this right, Luntha.
Lunta.
Okay, there you go.
So
They are in love.
they are in love. Yes.
Are we?
Forbidden, kind of. But, you know, when you see the musical, you'll see how it all works.
Right.
All right. Now, did you guys know each other before the tour?
Yes.
Yeah, we met about
6 years ago.
6 years,
Oh,
almost 7
nice.
years ago now,
Yeah.
doing a production of Miss Saigon up in Maine.
It's my home state.
Yeah.
he's from
Oh,
Maine,
sweet. Where?
yeah.
Where in Maine?
Yeah, I'm from, Bethel, which is the Western Mountains. But
Nice.
were you guys in Ogunquit?
Yes, we
Yes.
were.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
beautiful.
Loved it.
It was awesome. It was like a beautiful summer. It was at the end of summer, I think. Yeah, lots of lobster rolls. So good.
Chad, we won't
course.
talk about those.
Yeah.
Said too many in his life, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So you met before, so you kind of had a
Yeah.
little history. Did that help you get the roles, do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think Bart knew. I don't think the director knew that we knew each other.
No.
But
Okay.
we saw each other at the final callback.
And I was like, hey.
We're like, would it be so fun if we all got it? And then
Yeah.
We
ended up
did.
it worked.
together,
Yeah, and it was a really lovely like coincidence because we all, you know, like we've all known each other, and the community in New York is, you know, quite small, and it was just really lovely to have like friends in the room and friends like there with you. That was a really great coincidence.
Stephanie feeling left out this morning?
No, not at all.
Okay, good,
No, I have the same sort of memories. There are people in the room. There's people that you met all different walks of your life. Like I had done a King and I with Andrew, and that was in 2008, and that was my first King and I. So there's all these little like stories that sprinkle in, you know. And the dance captain, she taught my very first King and I audition in New York, and now we're working together. There's all these little like ways that it all like manifests in this cast, and there's all these like little stories behind that.
That's
Wow.
always fun.
Yeah.
That's always great.
Well, let's get some background. Where are you folks from? We'll start with you, Steph.
Oh, I'm from San Francisco.
All right.
Yep.
Love San Francisco.
I'm from South Korea.
Wow.
And I'm from Los Angeles.
Wow.
All right, there
Just
you
sprinkled
go.
everywhere. Looking forward to the Olympics. You're proud to hear that they're going to be at home?
Well, I was born in '89, so it was like a year after the Olympics.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah.
No,
No, well, the new
She's a
one's
youngster.
coming there.
I know.
Yeah.
Youngster. I'm reaching 30 over here.
She sounds like my daughter. My daughter's the same thing.
hang on. I'm going to put my teeth in a glass now. All right, so tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, the show takes place in 1860 Siam. The King of Siam has hired this English school teacher to come to the royal court and teach his wives and his children. And it's really about the coming together of two different cultures, how they interact with each other, how they challenge each other, and how they find common ground. It's really, really awesome.
It's a great story for our times. I mean, it's relatable for, I think, any age group and any time in our country right now. I think it's great to have, especially for young people to see it.
Absolutely.
And Stephanie, what's your role?
I am a swing and assistant dance captain, and what that means is that I cover about 9 or 10 female tracks, ensemble tracks, so most of the wives, whether they're singing or dancing. And for the assistant dance captain, it's kind of just monitoring all the choreography in the show and making sure that we're staying true to the vision of the creative team.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So if somebody saw this show 20 years ago, would they see anything different this time around, do you think?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, look at you nod, yes. Other than you, of course, because you're only, 6 years old.
Well, funny enough, Jose Lana, our king, made his Broadway debut in the role I play in the revival 20 years ago. So it's kind of like a full circle story for him. He's come back and now he's playing the king. I would say that this production really highlights women, highlights their role in a very patriarchal society. And there was a quote I read, and I cite it quite a bit. It's the story is really about three women, one who fights the system, one who works within the system, and one who runs away from the system. And I think that's a really it's also really important for women, and especially young girls and young women, to see female characters that are so empowered and who find their own power in this kind of society. I think that's really, really important. And Bart Litshare, our director, has been phenomenal direction, and it's really kind of guided us towards that.
Yes, and I hear just beautiful scenery, opulent costumes, just everything. You want to see it for that too. Just you're in a palace, so it's going to be awesome. So, yeah.
Is this your first time through Omaha?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're bringing some warmer weather with you, so that's good.
Yeah, it's been a little chilly.
It's been a little chilly.
It was a shock.
Been a little cold.
For us,
It was a
even
shock.
for us here, yeah.
Well, I always like to go through any time we have cast members come in, tell us about the highlight of the low light. So something that went wrong for you on stage. What was it?
My favorite moment, it wasn't me. It was actually, I don't know how to put this without giving anything away, but in the final scene, the climax of the whole play, we were in Kennedy Center in DC, and at a really pivotal moment, this crazy loud rock music comes on throughout all the speakers on stage, in all the monitors throughout the
Full
house
blast.
for about 20 seconds. Totally
Oh my
just
goodness.
out of place, and then it stopped, and then we just sort of went on. The orchestra was like trying to catch up. The people, the actors were just trying to scramble, and we finished the show, and the kids were amazing too. No one broke. Everyone was like just professional till the end, and then afterwards we were doing our bows, and it was like this crazy party. That's like my favorite moment. I think
forgot about
in like
that.
on
That's
tour
cool.
so far. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, what happened?
We don't know.
Oh, you still don't know?
exactly, but it's live theater, so just like roll with it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I have so many, but right now, looking at Stephanie, I remember, the women wear these hoop skirts that are
Right.
very hard to maneuver sometimes, and some people trip in them, and she was one of them. And I just remember her just rolling around on her back with this like white just legs open, completely.
Legs akimbo. That was great.
That's so funny.
It was so great.
Did you get a picture of that? Please tell me. Someone
Gosh.
looking
It was-
turtle-like. Yeah.
Oh God, there's so many. Well, recently, one of my favorites. So, Q and I have this duet in the beginning of Act 1 called "We Kiss in the Shadow," and she runs down stage. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. So there are these hanging vines, these beautiful blue hanging vines in this garden, and she runs down stage, and I run down stage kind of parallel to her, and I'm supposed to turn right and see her, and I see her. And she's not facing me anymore.
I'm not there.
Because she has these two gold chains that hang from her dress, and one of them has caught completely in the vine, and she's clutching them like a kite, and she's pulling them, and she's looking desperately at me like, please help. And I said, I thought to myself, I said, if she doesn't get out of there in like 5 seconds, I'm going to just have to go and just do the scene from there and just like try to help her. But she was able to free herself, but
Oh my
and that's
God.
happened
I was
a
a mess.
couple times.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, but that
That was bad. That one was. I was really caught. You said your line, and I couldn't say my line because I was not there.
I said, it's like, where's Mrs. Anna? Oh. I think it came out of my mouth before I even registered that you weren't there. Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. By the way.
great. That's great stuff.
We love it. Where were you when you got the call that you were going to be in The King and I?
Actually, I was coming from my orthopedic doctor's office because I had sprained my ankle like 2 weeks before.
Oh, no.
So I was set to do another show, which I mean, that's why I was like seriously trying to get over it. But then I got the call, and then I went to Central Park because it was quieter than
Sure.
what's that, Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was great, and we just chatted, and I was like, this is gonna be awesome. So with my ankle and all. So yeah.
Cool.
Q?
I do not remember. I don't
No
remember.
kidding.
I just remember being really happy. And
Well, you did the show on Broadway too.
yeah, well, that's a different story. I cried on the street. I was like walking down the street when I first got the show for Broadway. It was on my way to my voice teacher, and on the way I got a call and I just sobbed outside.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Just
Great
sobbed.
story. Yeah.
Kevin?
Kind of a little twofold. So backstory. The final callback was like 3 months after the initial call, and I was actually at Universal Studios in Hollywood, and I get a call from my agent. He's like, "You have a final callback." I was like, "Oh, okay. When? Next week?" "Oh, okay." So
In New York.
In New York. So I was like, "Great." And luckily, I was already headed to New York like that weekend. So I went. We did the final callback, and then I think I got the call maybe like 3 or 4 hours after that final callback. I was having Thai food for lunch, and my agent called, and I was like, I started shaking. I was like, "What? No, wait, huh? What? I don't know what to do." And I think I walked around in a daze for like the rest of the afternoon. I was like, what do I do now? I don't know. I think I went to get ice cream. Yeah.
All right. That's
Wow.
the best way to celebrate.
Yeah. And now you're in Omaha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what part of the tour are you in? Have you just begun? I know you were just in Denver. So where are you, mid-tour? What cities you got coming up?
We've been doing this for a year and
okay.
2 months.
Yeah.
Would you
Oh,
say?
wow.
Yeah.
So a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were in it from the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, about
Awesome.
14 months.
Well, do you have a favorite moment in the show, all of you, that you really look forward to performing? Kevin's face lit up here.
When Q gets stuck in the vine.
Vines.
No, but there's so many great shows and so many great scenes. There has to be like a
are
favorite
some of
to
your
perform.
The ballet is my favorite.
Oh,
The
okay.
ballet's your
The ballet is
favorite?
my favorite.
And you have
Yes,
such a great
because I get to tell the story, and then just watching the dance. I have so much fun with it. First of all, it's a great story. I mean, it's a fun story, and I get to use like crazy voices, and I'm like Simon of it's
Yeah.
just so fun.
Yeah.
Dynamically, and then watching the dancers dance
they're
with
amazing.
me, it's like
So cool.
Yeah.
amazing.
I don't know. It's hard because now I play different parts, so I think each character has or like I just sort of think about the one or two things that they do differently that no one else does. But I will say I was in recently for some male parts in the ballet, and that was like pretty exciting because you don't get
Yeah.
to do that all the time.
Sure.
So, and a
challenge.
Yeah, every time I do a new track or just something different or something really unexpected, it's always really exciting. Yep.
I have to really like commend our swings, and they are amazing. They take on all these roles with such aplomb and finesse, and they are just incredible. My favorite is, ironically enough, the procession. I think I've told you that before. When that wall comes up,
Yeah.
it's first of all, it's such a stunning visual moment, and I just find it because it's the most abstract moment of the show. I just think it's a beautiful moment. I sometimes just stand in the wing just to watch it.
It is cool. Even when I saw it on film as a little kid, I remember that part. You know, when she gets introduced to all the children and the wives, and it's really something.
Yeah.
It's really something.
So we understand, Stephanie, that you do fan dance.
Yes.
Okay. Can you show us without music? Is that possible?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're going to turn the camera around here because we're filming this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, see, the backtrack and
Got the
everything.
music for you.
And anytime?
Anytime you're ready.
Anytime.
We have to give it a nice hard yank. Do
Okay.
a little spin.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
in this little space.
Very good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So you would think that would go wrong numerous times during a show.
Yeah. Recently we had a show, and it was very exciting circumstances. We had someone making her Anna debut, which is the lead. And unfortunately, there was something with the winds that day where there's about 3 or 4 fan tosses, and they all went really not good. So I was on stage that day, and I was laughing because it almost seemed like the choreography was like to throw the fan on the floor. And I was just giggling like so much. But for the amount of times that we do it, it's like pretty success, like 98%
solid. Yeah.
success
Sure.
rate.
Yeah.
But it is, your hands get sweaty every time. So
bet.
it's really nerve-wracking. I'm like sweating right now.
Have you guys tried the fan dance before?
Absolutely not.
Should we put them on the spot?
Oh, don't.
No, we won't do that.
That's him. No.
I can,
Would you like to try?
Yeah. Do you
No, thank you. Goodness gracious. I'm trapped in here, unfortunately.
Okay.
Excuse.
Big time. TicketOmaha.com, where we can get tickets right through Sunday. Plenty of seats available, but again, as the week goes along, those seats disappear.
Right.
Yeah, so we do want to make sure you come on out and see these talented individuals. And again, welcome to Omaha.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sue.
Thank
And
you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this musical, though, because it's really great. We're lucky enough to get it here in Omaha, and it really is a classic. And bring the entire family. It's good for everybody. That's my final word on
Okay,
that.
good to hear, yeah.
I love this musical.
You've been talking about this for months.
Yeah, I have.
All right. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.
Here I feel afraid. I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. Whilst shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose.